Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm looking forward to working with you on the important issues confronting our nation within the jurisdiction of this subcommittee. Particularly, I'm looking forward to addressing the continuing failures and costs of our broken healthcare system. I will confess that I hope that our first hearing together would have tackled one of those vital issues, such as PBM or healthcare insurance reform. Chairman Grothman, you and I have been working with Chairman Comer and the Democrats for years to try to rein in the abuses of pharmacy benefit managers. We have further worked on concerns about health insurance companies stopping payments for critical medical services, such as, for instance, anesthesia. Anesthesia rules limiting the use of anesthesia mid-operation that were about to be implemented this past winter. But sadly, this committee is focused today on antiquated debates about welfare. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to safety net programs because I have personal experience with SNAP's predecessor, the food stamp program. I came to this country with my family when I was 3 months old so my father could continue his education and our family could embrace all the opportunities that America afforded it. But despite my family's best efforts, it wasn't always easy. Specifically, in the recession of 1973, my father lost his income. But thanks to the generosity of the people of the United States, its government, and the existence of these safety net programs, we were allowed to survive and flourish. Today, my father, who turned 86 today, it's his birthday, is an engineering professor emeritus, having retired after 40 years of teaching engineering at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois. My brother is a doctor at the University of Chicago, and myself, I'm honored to represent the people of Illinois' 8th Congressional District in my 5th term. That's the American dream, the promise of a middle-class life with the opportunity for your children to have an even better life than you did. That dream was possible for my family because of my parents' hard work and the possibilities and generosity of this country. However, it was also because the American people established programs like SNAP and public housing, so my family could temporarily sustain itself in times of severe need. For families like mine, access to public housing and SNAP served as a critical social safety net and allowed us to bounce back from financial adversity. It remains true today for tens of millions of struggling Americans. House and Senate Republicans, according to recent reports, are discussing an upwards of $2 trillion cut to Medicaid, almost 1/3 of its funding. This does not sound to me like simply rooting out waste and fraud. Unfortunately, it sounds like forcing tens of millions of children, pregnant women, seniors, and people from programs they desperately need. Helping our neighbors through safety net programs is good economic policy. In 2025, the USDA found that in an economic downturn, every dollar in additional SNAP benefits leads to a $1.54 increase in the gross domestic product. This does not surprise me. Social safety net programs do not encourage laziness. They empower Americans to succeed on their own. The demonization of benefit recipients is appalling. We will unfortunately hear shortly the untrue characterizations of lower-income people that have been made by the majority, which undermine the credibility of the reforms they offer. People on public benefits are not lazy, they're not dumb, and they're not bad people. Often, like my own family, they've fallen on hard times, and they simply need a hand up. The help they seek, they hope, is temporary. The difference we make in their lives lasts a lifetime. I'm not going to silently acquiesce to this Congress turning its back on hungry, frightened, cold children or their families anywhere in this country who need help in order for the majority to pay for tax cuts for special interests. That's wrong. I hope that this hearing shines light on the good work our country does every day in feeding, housing, and caring for its people. Thank you, and I yield back.